I ran polygraph examinations, thousands of them, between 1972 and 1979. And I never once believed that the polygraph was capable of detecting deception. Fear has a definite, distinct smell, a combination of shit and spinach. For 7 years, I would smell that fear every day in my office. It was there when I closed up the office every night, and it was there to greet me the next morning when I entered the office. Polygraph is not a test. It's an intense interrogation, and the only part the polygraph plays is to frighten and intimidate a person into making a confession or an admission. It doesn't record truth or deception. There is no such thing as a lying reaction. It records nervousness. The reaction that would brand you as a liar only indicates deception about 50% of the time. Anybody can pass any lie detector test by simply duplicating the physiological response to fear on demand at the appropriate time. What the polygraph records is your blood pressure, your pulse rate. It also shows what's called the galvanic skin response. That's where electrodes are placed on the first and third fingers of your right hand, and it records the sweat activity in your hand. Then there are pneumograph tubes placed around your chest and stomach that record your breathing. Any number of innocent stimuli can and do cause the exact same reaction that would brand you as a liar. And the more well-developed your sense of conscience, the more likely you are to flunk a polygraph examination, and the more of an old thief and the more hardened your conscience, the better your chances of passing it. Take a quarter out of your pocket and flip that sucker. If it's heads, they're lying. If it's tails, they're telling the truth. That's exactly the same degree of accuracy that this polygraph instrument has. In order to pass a polygraph examination, you have to understand how polygraph is scored. There are two different types of questions, relevant and control. Now, the relevant questions are obviously those that pertain to the point at issue. Is your first name Jenna?
Yes.
Did you tell the complete truth on your job application?
Yes.
Control questions then are interspersed. Have you ever stolen anything? Have you ever lied to anyone who trusted you? Besides what you've told me, have you ever lied to get out of trouble?
No.
You have to show no reaction whatsoever on the relevant questions. Is your first name Jenna? That's your first relevant. Nice and calm and even, no major fluctuations at all. And you have to show a reaction on the control questions, because what they do is they compare your reactions. Now here's your first control question. See how high that GSR went, how erratic the breathing? You can tell that, take that across the street and you can tell which question bothered you.
Yeah.
And here's relevant again. Nice and calm, nice and calm, nice and calm. Now how do you do this? So utterly simple. On all the relevant questions, you think about laying on the beach and watching the waves gently rolling into the shore, thinking nice, calm, relaxing thoughts. Is there anything in your background that would disqualify you from getting this job?
No.
On the control questions, you think about falling off of a building and smashing your guts out on the sidewalk below. Besides what you've told me, have you ever stolen anything else?
No.
Thinking of that frightening scenario induces a stress reaction that causes a reaction on the control questions. No reaction on the relevance, reaction on the controls. Pass. Freshly ground coffee. Can't be beat. For the past 35 years, I have dedicated my life to exposing the waste, fraud, and abuse in the polygraph industry. And as a reward, the government is now trying to imprison me for upwards of 100 years and fine me $1.5 million. How dare you file federal criminal charges against me for protesting the use of this polygraph and demonstrating what a ridiculous instrument it is. The devil hates to be mocked, and I'm mocking them every chance I get, exposing them for frauds, con men, and manipulative bastards.